How many websites do we visit every day? Why do we visit them? A common thread within each of the sites and applications that we use is that there is a form of responsiveness that we all desire and that we all need. Each as consumers or end users find what we need or want online simply and easily and accessibly. And we all need this. What I'm trying to say is that each website provides a form of responsiveness that is needed for our individual projects or forms of entertainment. Responsive web design is one such thing that is used on each website and application. Responsive web design, in all intents of the matter, even though that it has the word design, what it's mainly talking about is in reference to the formats of resizing, moving, and hiding content through HTML, CSS programming to configure it toward our phones and for our desktops and other devices, so a website can keep giving us what we need each time we need it. There are many websites out there, but what separates from a well-designed one to a bad one? And what kind of websites make it very attractive to consumers? Well, the answer to that would be a very responsive website, or a website that is easy to navigate, or one that can provide answers that we are looking for, or things that allows us to get towards whatever we are trying to obtain. A responsive website does not necessarily mean a very well-designed website. As for example, the Gwinnett Technical College website. It's not the best, but one thing that we can say is that it's very responsive. You can tell that it's very responsive because when you minimize this screen and you of course expand it to a very respective size, as you try to shrink it down, right, you will start to see the website begins to conform to whatever the window is. It's not trying to cut things out at all. Another example is Amazon. People might say it's a pretty well designed, it's pretty okay designed website. But it's not it's not a responsive website, because it doesn't try to conform to the screen at all. It just cuts things out and just leaves everything out as well. Like, I can no longer see the Amazon Echo. I can't see anything else that they're trying to sell me. I have to maximize the screen back to where it was, basically. So this is what we'll go into later as an adaptive website. A responsive website, though, is very different from just a well-designed website, because a responsive website, it allows us to see different applications, or allows us to look at different websites on our phones or even through any other device, really, by allowing the website itself to be resized and allow images and content of it to move around or even disappear or hide. That's not very important, through the use of HTML and CSS programming.
I will be talking today about responsive and adaptive websites. First, I'm going to be talking about responsive websites. As you can see in our diagram I have up on our desktop, responsive websites, they're designed to fit on any type of device. As you can see, one website fits on your desktop, your laptop, your tablet, and your cell phone, which is very important. So basically the layout is going to come up almost identical on everything. It may be a little bit different as far as, since the screen's so small, it may need to stack them up on top of each other instead of being completely out like a normal website. It relies on flexible and fluid grids and takes a little bit more code overall as far as developing the website. It is definitely, responsive websites are definitely more efficient overall, and the costs are low. A responsive website, like an example of one, would be Microsoft.com. If you take a look at Microsoft.com up on my screen right now, you'll see the folks looking at a computer. They got some $7.99 deal, some Xbox games, and 3 days only, and some free games. Now let's take a look on my cell phone to see if it looks something similar. So here we go. We got them looking at the computer as we have up here. We have, oh, there's our $7.99 deal. Don't miss out, folks, $7.99. And there's your Xbox game. So basically everything you see on your desktop, you will see on your mobile device or smaller screen device. If it's a cell phone or if it's a tablet, it'll adjust to whatever type of browser is needed, which is always great. It does have a slower load time, like I said, which is not always great. And it does take a little bit more code, like I also said, but it is actually a very nice site. Now, it's, I guess, competitor, or what people are using today, you have adaptive websites. Now, adaptive websites, you'll take a look, you'll see the website is specifically made for that particular device. Like it's got predetermined screen sizes. It relies on that information, so that way it knows what kind of device you're pulling it up on. So a desktop will look one way, as well as a notebook will look the same. A tablet will look completely different, and a cell phone will look nothing like either one of them. Let me pull up an adaptive website, like let's say Apple. Apple's a perfect adaptive website. If you take a look at it, it's a beautiful website. The way it's laid out, you got your MacBook Pro, your watch, your iPad. There you go, iPhone 8, perfect. Let's pull it up on my cell phone and see. I'm telling you now, it's not going to look quite like that. Oh, maybe it will, maybe not. Let's see, here you go. Here is your iPhone 8. We'll scroll down. There's your iPhone X. But if you look at our desktop, the iPhone X is horizontal, but on my cell phone, it's vertical. Because it's on a cell phone, the screen is smaller, so it is designed a little bit different. There's your iPad, and there's your iPad again. Now, with an adaptive website, it's really being pushed currently because of cell phone technology. Technology is moving so fast currently, and everyone wants everything in their cell phone smaller, smaller, smaller. So that's currently pushing adaptive websites currently. It's got the broadest mobile audience between the two of them. It is not supported, though, by any type of older technology, which could be a negative on folks that still have older phones. Some people don't want to move up in technology. They're set in their ways and they don't want to change. That is definitely a downfall. It lets the server determine how to render the page based on the user's platform. Like I said, depending on what you're using, it's going to let the server send out, hey, this guy's using this type of tablet, send this out. This guy's using this notebook, send this out. So it has the information and directions to do what it needs to do to go onto your device. It relies on a lot of scripting, a lot of layers. It is streamlined overall, even though it has a bunch of layers. It is more complex and, as well, very, very expensive to do. If you take a look, here's 5 great adaptive websites. You can take a look at yourself. Amazon is a great one, as well as Apple. Apple's another good one. Those are 2 widely used ones, I believe. Avenue 32, that's a good one, and as well as USA Today. That a lot of news websites seem to be going with the adaptive website layout as well in today's world. But that is the difference between a responsive and adaptive. One is going to be fluid, work on all your devices, look almost exactly the same on everything. Well, the information will be the same as well. And then the other will be set up a little bit different. The layout will be different per your device.
Hello everyone, I'm ALAIN Hazard. Today we are going to take a look how implementing responsive website can be. The idea is how a website can be efficient and still have the best experience for visitors. When you think about implementing website, what does it mean for you? It means different thing for different visitors. Now we are going to invite you to go to our PowerPoint, see what we need to know about it. That's the purpose for our topic. We talk about the website, how to respond nicely and still present the information in clear. These are two questions. Who is the audience and who will be used? What is needful? We got two different categories for audience. On one side, we got new visitors. For subscriptions, we got subscriber, and for free code is the one who already have an account to the website. The audience are visitors, and a visitor can be a new or the one who already has an account. Every single web designer wants to see people subscribe to the website. That is the purpose to build a web for different offer of the services, such as newspapers or store website for shopping items. The visitors are looking for service to get a better result. For some concern that they have several things need to be booked an appointment, or why not buy something from the website. Secondly, they need the website for many reasons. On the one hand, we have people who want to subscribe to the website for the first time. When they arrive at the website, matter of the fact that they have never used the website before, they should find something for their interest. Otherwise, the website will not be responsive. On the other hand, people who are already on the list, the one thing a website designer wants them to do is moving to the next step in their services. However, they still have the right to move forward or not. This is a completely different experience for somebody who has already subscribed from the website. The point is, website designer can optimize the old website to be as efficient, and it is going to be possible for each visitors to get the best conversion depending on what those conversions are for new visitors. The conversions will be a subscriptions to website, and for all visitors will be staying on the website if possible. So that way the website is still being responsive and they keep improving services for the visitor. We got two examples for website, which one is responsive, which one is not. This is a responsive website. We take example for Publix. We got on the top of the logo Publix, we got sign and sign up. We got services offered by Publix. And when you go all the way down, you're gonna see the same option that you have services. That's all the items or whatever service that you want to get from the Publix. Look at the second example, which we call now responsive website. It was on 2014. These people, they create this website, but on the top they say call now, and we got a number. So what is the reason we gotta call them? And if we don't have any money showing we can get something back from them, I mean services, and they have they repeated the same logo on the web page, which is not necessary. So on 2018 they make some improvement. So you can see over here they keep that mistake when I talk about a logo, but there we are. We got service area. So which means everyone wanna go to this website to get idea, information, what he need as a service, he can get from that menu. That's very important for any responsive website.
Why would a company want to invest in a responsive website? Technology is around us every day. We have smartphones, laptops, tablets, and even smart cars. With technology continuously advancing to the point where we can basically do everything from our smartphones. Because technology is continuously evolving, even normal everyday websites need to stay updated with the newest add-in features that make it easier for users. Users want websites to be able to switch from each device smoothly and seamlessly without change or interruption. Because who wants to zoom in and out just to read information or have to open multiple tabs just to find what you're looking for? Responsive websites have a greater likelihood of ranking high in the SERPs. I'm sure you're wondering what the SERP is. The SERP is just your search engine results page. When I do a search for a website, if it's not in the first 5 results of the search, the probability of me clicking on your site, probably highly unlikely. The SERP ranking, in my experience, is very crucial in playing part in your website success, thereby having a good chance that the user will return. Google recommends having responsive website design patterns. In conclusion, having a responsive website can save you
money overall.